Okay, real talk. If you've lost a child, then you already know that people say the most jaw-dropping, insensitive things. Like, well, at least you can have another baby. Oh wow, thanks Susan. I'll just pop another one out like I'm restocking my pantry. Or my personal favorite, everything happens for a reason. Oh really, Brenda? What's the reason for you saying nonsense out loud? I get it. These comments can feel like a gut punch. But today, I want to help you take back your power. We're going to talk about how to not take these rude, clueless comments personally. Because, let's be honest, some people just don't have the range. Step 1. I am not responsible for how others understand or fail to understand my grief. Look, my grief is not up for debate. It's not a group project. It's not a Facebook poll. If someone doesn't get it, that's on them. If Aunt Carol thinks I should be over it by now, congratulations to Aunt Carol for having zero emotional depth. Do I need to waste my time trying to make her understand? Nope. I release that burden. Be free, Carol. Go critique someone else's life choices. Not everything is a personal attack, even if it feels like one. I know. When someone says something incredibly dumb, it feels like they're stabbing you in the heart on purpose. But most of the time, they're just talking. People don't think before they speak. Like, ever. They see an awkward silence. And instead of sitting with it like a grown-up, they panic and say something like, at least they're in a better place. Oh, okay, Karen. Is that supposed to make me feel better? Because it doesn't. But here's the key. Just because their words sting doesn't mean they were meant to be a weapon. It's ignorance, not intention. Doesn't make it right, but also doesn't mean I have to carry it around like a souvenir. Because I don't. Step 3. People say dumb things for 100 reasons, none of which are about me. Listen, people say the wrong thing for so many reasons. They hate uncomfortable silence. Boom, cliche alert. They don't know what to say. Boom, awkward deflection. They have zero emotional intelligence. Boom, classic case of let me just slap some toxic positivity on this and walk away. None of that has anything to do with me. That is their issue, not mine. Step 4. I can ask for clarification instead of stewing in rage. If someone says something out of pocket, I could go home, replay it in my head 700 times, and get more and more furious until I've stress eaten an entire loaf of gluten-free banana bread. Done it. Or I could just ask, did you really just say that? This phrase is pure gold, my friends. It forces them to stop and think for a second. Bonus points if you pair it with a raised eyebrow and dead silence. Sometimes they'll backtrack and realize what they said was awful. Other times, they'll double down, in which case, well, now you know exactly who you are dealing with. Step 5, I don't have to prove my grief is valid. This is a big one. Sometimes people say things like, I lost my dog last year, so I totally understand what you're going through. Excuse me? I love dogs, but my child is not the same as your golden retriever. And yet, Do I need to waste my breath explaining why that comparison is absurd? Nope. My grief is real. Whether other people get it or not, I am not applying for the most heartbroken award. I don't owe anyone an explanation or justification. Step 6. Their words reflect their discomfort with grief, not pain. If someone minimizes, dismisses, or compares my loss, that tells me way more about them than it does about me. They might not be able to handle deep emotions. They might be uncomfortable sitting with sadness, and that is not my problem either. So instead of internalizing their words, I just remind myself this isn't about me. This is about their inability to handle real emotions. Step 7, I can handle this. I've already survived the worst. A clueless comment is not going to break me. You know why? Because I've already lived through real pain. I've already survived the unimaginable. What's a thoughtless comment compared to that? Nothing but background noise. Step 8, I am allowed to take up space. My grief and my feelings are valid. If someone doesn't like that I still talk about my child, they can exit stage left. I am not here to make my grief more palatable for other people, okay? Grief isn't too much. Loss isn't something to be swept under the rug, and I refuse to shrink myself just to make someone else comfortable. People will say things that sting, but I get to decide what sticks. At the end of the day, I can't control what other people say, but I can control how much weight I give their words. So protect your heart. Set your boundaries and remember, some people just aren't worth the emotional energy. If you've ever dealt with insensitive comments about child loss, let me know in the comments. What's the worst thing someone has ever said to you? Don't worry, this is the judgment-free zone, and I promise we'll all collectively cringe together. And don't forget to like and subscribe and hit that little bell so you never miss a video every Friday. Plus, follow me on Instagram at I'mBeckyHunt for daily encouragement. Encouragement. Who says encouragement? Encouragement or encouragement. Either. It's good. Until next time, friend, keep holding on. You are stronger than you know.